Hi guys, my name is Anastasio XO. Welcome back to my channel. I have been gone for 3 months. I do have some updates. Let's just go off with those real quick. I got this tattoo covered up. It is one of my favorite pieces. It's one of the ones I wanted the longest. It's one I planned for like maybe 8 months, and I was trying everywhere to get it. So I got it covered up to add some shading to make it bigger. As you can see, like this line is where it stopped. So I got it extended, I got shading, I got the eyes fixed, everything. I also got a Naruto tattoo. I kept it in black and white, only because orange tones don't really work well with my skin. They fade a lot easy. As you can see, like, it goes like yellow to red, like you can't even see the orange, like you can barely see the yellow. So like yellow and oranges don't really work good on my skin. So when it comes to like tattoos that are in color, I just prefer to get them in black and white for longevity. Oh my god, that literally, okay, you guys see that right there? I thought that was my dog. Scary. Okay, I moved back to Alabama about 2-3 weeks ago. I just want to add a little bit more makeup. I literally have none of my stuff. Going to get that next weekend, actually. Okay, I'm okay with that. I have had some mental health issues since I last recorded. Quarantine's been a bitch. I also when I go through a lot, I tend to shut down. I lose motivation. I lose a part of who I am or what I'm trying to achieve. Is that the correct way to go about things? Not at all, but that is how I choose to cope. Also, I dyed my hair, so a little sherbert moment type stuff. I gave myself like a punk symmetrical type of haircut, bleached my hair, and I bleached it so that when it comes to my 21st birthday, I wouldn't have to bleach it. I would just have to tone my hair type stuff. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I could, yeah. I, what else, what other updates? I think I've gone up 2 sizes maybe since I last recorded. I'm now 30 millimeters. What else? What else? Let's just add some contour, cause like, I can. I'm gonna use my mom's compact for a little contour, if it'll work. Let's see. I think so. I feel like this is like more of a foundation. Oh yeah, it's definitely doing something. Like I needed this. So I moved back to Alabama. The deep reasons I won't get into on camera just because I do want some things to remain private up until I've fully healed from them. So, but some things I would love to talk about is the lack of awareness for certain topics because of stupidity or just the lack of understanding. And it's upsetting, only because I don't ever want to like be that channel that like gets into politics and stuff, but I do want to be that channel that does speak on stuff that I'm passionate about, and I'm passionate about so many things. To start off, Black lives do matter. Black lives in any aspect: man, woman, child, grandparent, gay, trans, they matter just as much as the Caucasian lives do. Okay? If you're new to my channel, I am Mexican and Puerto Rican. My mom is fairly darker than I am. I do have a white dad. But due to certain stuff, me not knowing him for 10 years, I just identified as mixed. I don't identify as just brown or just white. I identify as mixed. This recent stuff, I don't want to identify as mixed anymore. I'm just gonna identify as Mexican and Puerto Rican. That's how I was raised. That's how my, like, you know, my house was set up for me to be raised. I was raised in a Mexican and Puerto Rican household, so I identify as just Mexican and Puerto Rican. This is such like a light coverage thing, like ma. Oh, this one's not even my mom's. Let me see. Oh, I think this one used to be. Let me see. Can you like? I think this one was my little sister's. And before we get into like, oh, kids shouldn't be wearing makeup. In my family, I don't know what they're called in English, but in my family, we're very much like an outside type of group. Like, me and my mom and my sisters, we love going to the pool. We love going to the beach. Like, we just like doing stuff outside. So with that, I don't know if any other race gets them, but a lot of Hispanics get something that we call planchas. And like, my mom got these little compact things for my sisters just to cover up the planchas so that in school people wouldn't make fun of them. And that's another thing that I want to talk about. If your kid's seeing you hate on people of color, they're gonna do it at school. They're gonna do it at school. My sister, she's Mexican, Puerto Rican, and Guatemalan, and she's darker than any of my other sisters and me. And she gets bullied because people make fun of her for having sisters and a brother lighter than her. People make fun of her because when we straighten her hair, people think it's a weave. So my mom just stopped straightening her hair, and we just started doing like protective hairstyles for her. And she didn't like. It's not that like the bullying like went further after we. You know what? No, because I don't like how my chin looks. So we gonna fix that. And it's not that like, you know, she did get affected by this. Like, I'm not gonna like air my sister's information out, but like she got really affected by this. Like, to the point where like, even though she's 12 right now. So when she was 11 when I found this stuff out, okay? Now imagine me, oldest brother, finding out my sister is depressed because she's getting bullied because she's brown. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? And you can't say nothing about, oh, I teach my kids to love everybody, because clearly you don't, Sarah. Clearly you fucking don't. Or my sister wouldn't be feeling the way that she fucking does in first and third, second, fourth grade. I have no brushes, and I want to wear eyeshadow, so I'm going to use my finger. But I'm only gonna like, I want my eyes to look a certain way. Oh, wow. And, like, you know, another thing, and I'm only saying this just because, like, awareness is key, education is key, understanding something is key. I feel like my lips, are very chapped. I don't have nothing for that. Now let's go in with this real dark color and put it on that little wing I did. See that? Did I just do something? I mean, it don't look good, but like, it looks good because like, I did it with my finger. Yes! And I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm a real artist. But I'm an artist in the aspect of, I don't let my limitation of supplies stop me from what I want to achieve as far as look, as far as, you know, oh my God, that is not bad at all. For nail brushes, baby girl. I was on YouTube. And I saw a video. There was an audio from Love and Hip Hop. It said it was from Love and Hip Hop, so I don't know. But there was an audio going around on TikTok of a woman talking about a trans person, a trans woman. And she said, the trans woman said something about, you're mad because these thighs got jiggle, da 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 da. And then the cis woman said something about, like, you're manufactured, blah, 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 blah. I tried to look for the source of the audio because I wanted to see where it came from. And not that the audio itself is good audio. It's disrespectful on both parts, okay? But there is still, you know, a gray area where we can educate both if you get an understanding of both. So I looked it up. What I looked up was trans women on Love and Hip Hop. The first thing that came up was Carly Red says Pooh is transgender. Okay, cool. I clicked the video because that is a very big claim to make about someone with very little proof. Very little fucking proof. In the comments, everyone is dissing her off of no proof. Just because Carly said she was trans. Everyone's saying this is why trans women get killed because y'all play the deception game and da 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 da. No, I'ma say this. Your homeboy who slept with the trans woman knows she was trans. But because of people like you cis people, talking shit about cis people dating trans people and trans people wanting to only date cis people, to talk shit about that, that's why people get killed because of it. Because you put it in a man's head that if they sleep with a trans woman, they're gay. They're gay. You're an abomination. Blah, 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 blah. That's a freaking nature. Da, da, da. So now they feel when it's about to get exposed or when people see them, now I gotta hurt you. I can't let them think that we're together intimately. Da, 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 da. I gotta hurt you. And because you're putting this narrative out there that someone is transgender, now people in the public can go and hurt that person. And this is the stuff that I'm talking about. It doesn't matter if someone's trans. It does not matter. The only person that should know if a person is trans, that trans person, their doctor, and their significant other. Those are the only people that should know when a trans person is trans. Other than that is nobody's fucking business. Okay? And if you can't respect that, then get the fuck offline. Because that's what the fuck is on there. It is a bunch of people living their lives, expressing themselves in communities where they can. And if you feel like you can jump into that shit and spread hate and nothing's gonna come out of that, you sound stupid. Most of the comments also talked about, oh, God this, God that, da 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 da. I'm sorry, but if you're gonna talk about a big game about a man in this book and all this faith and da 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 da, how are you going to talk so much shit about people and use God? How? How are you going to talk shit about so many people and use God to back up what the fuck you're saying? You think God's gonna say that to somebody? Huh? Because y'all love to say, oh, God made me this way, God made me this way. But when someone says that about being gay, when someone says that about being trans, it's God, God gonna send you to hell. God don't like people like you. Da 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 da. But he's okay with you touching your daughters? Huh? He's okay with you sleeping with your wife's best friend? Huh? He's okay with you committing perjury? Huh? He's okay with you committing fraud? Huh? He's okay with you being in a gang, thinking that you somebody, you hurting people, da 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 da. You think he okay with that stuff, but you want to worry about what somebody doing with their love life? For real? For real. And I don't mean to get heated about it, but another thing, on TikTok, this woman posted a video. In the video, she shows pictures of James Charles in makeup and in a wig and girl clothing, right? So her dude, he goes, oh, she got a nice butt. Oh, she's pretty. She shows 3 pictures of James Charles looking very feminine. I'm not going to say look like a girl because that's not his intention. He just wants to look feminine, okay? Then hops to a boy picture of James and goes, that was a boy. And then the man wants to say, you could tell. How can you tell? You couldn't. You was talking all about the little pancake in the back. Huh? That's the stuff that I'm talking about. And for you as a cis woman to turn off your duets, to turn off your comments, you know what you did is wrong. That is disrespectful. And then you did the same thing to Nikita. And then you digged up a picture of Nikita when she was like 13 to prove that she used to be a boy. The disrespect is far too much. And I don't play none of that, bro. Because what you're doing is you're putting people at risk. You don't know how people think. You don't know what people believe in. None of that, okay? But to out someone or to even, that is just disrespect. That is just disrespect. And all it takes for you to sit back and look at yourself and be like, how would I feel if it was the other way? How would I feel if it was the other way? And if you're those people that's like, oh, well, I wouldn't ask myself that because I wouldn't put myself, how you don't know that. You don't know that. That's why you're putting yourself in their shoes. To figure out how would you feel. My God, it looks like I'm balding because this shit is so white. But, like, I have orange hair right there. You see it? My mom probably thinks I'm just yelling or something. And I don't care. God, this shit got dark. Quick as hell. But, like, that's that. I stand with trans people. I stand with black people. I stand with the Native American people fighting for their rights on their reservations even after over 500 fucking years. I stand for the people that are currently going through it in Armenia. If you don't know what's going on, they're currently being bombed. One of the places that could be the next target is very high in chemical energy and could leak radiation to the entire country. So there's that. And we live in 2020. There's a thing called Google. If you don't know something, look it the fuck up. If you don't know something or if you can't understand something, ask somebody. If you want to understand the black struggle, go ask a black person. You ain't gonna find that shit on Google. All you're gonna find on Google, when were rights made, how they didn't work, people are still in jail, people were killed because of these rights. And the fact that it's 2020 and we have to have a Black Lives Matter movement because people still can't get the fucking picture. Like, what? At the end of the day, no matter who you are, no matter your background, you are me, and I'm you. Why? Because we both came out of a nutsack. And we're both gonna die the same way. Even if you're cremated and I'm buried. Bitch, we're both dead, deceased, no longer here. With that being said, I really hope anyone... I don't like how dark my room looks right now. kind of scaring me. With that being said, thank you so much for watching my video. Like, comment, share. Go ahead and subscribe. Click the bell for notifications. That is my first time saying that. I'm a professional now, bitch. And I use my platform specifically to talk about the things that I'm passionate about, to make changes, and to be the voice for people that I needed a voice. That's it. There's many different areas that I needed someone to look up to, but no one was willing enough to air out their information or air out their lives to do that. I'm going to do that. So I'm hoping my next video will be a vlog of me in Illinois, seeing my friends again and getting my makeup. And after that will be not an educational, but a very passionate video with makeup involved. So, again, thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe, click the bell for notifications, and please have a very beautiful day. If you love anyone, tell them that you love them. If you miss anyone, tell them that you miss them. If you want to see somebody, go out and see them. And if you're worried about COVID, Lysol, hand sanitizer, face masks, 6 feet. Period. Bye. Have a nice day.